Tablet 4, The Spaceborne. Thoth the Immortal describes his childhood on Atlantis and his disposition toward gaining cosmic knowledge. He uses the terms son and son of the morning as a self-referential term. This analogy to the New Testament Jesus sounds familiar and predates the Isaiah 14:12 King James Version and the New International Version by thousands of years. In the Bible reference, we find the King James Version calling out the fallen destructive being, Lucifer, whose name gets replaced with son of the morning star. I believe this was done to hide Enlil's other namesake and to overshadow Thoth's role in symbolism, who also calling himself the star of the morning. The argument that modern translations use to deny the deity of Christ is based on connecting several dots. First, in Isaiah 14:12 in the King James Version, we read, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" Modern translations, except for the New King James Version, have something like day star or morning star instead of the name Lucifer. The King James Version advocates claim that Isaiah 14:12 must be a prophecy about the devil falling from heaven based on Luke 10:18, where Jesus tells his disciples, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." In Revelations 9:1 we read, "I saw a star fallen from heaven to earth, and he was given the key to the shaft of the bottomless pit." These New Testament passages seem to be alluding to Isaiah 14:12, connecting the fall of the one mentioned there with the fall of Satan, reference 23. Back to Thoth as a child, it appears that he began experimenting as a child, having out-of-body experiences, OOBES, exploring what Robert Monroe in his book Journey Out of the Body, reference 30, discusses as locales 1 through 3. During his OOB travels, he discovers the mathematical order of the cosmos, the as above portion discovery that later gets connected to Earth inhabitants, experiencing the same order from the phrase so below. This means that the same laws governing planetary circuits also energetically govern mankind's physical body. This is a focus on the energy that animates all matter, planets and their peoples. A generalization is noted by Thoth that all beings on various planets, some more successful than others, are struggling toward the same evolution of consciousness goals we humans embrace on Earth. He discusses meeting some more evolved beings, highly scientific, who fashion their own space-traveling vessel, creating fabulous cities out of thin air and manifesting life in all its varied forms at will, using a mere image in their minds to make it so. Thoth reminds us that we too are children of the infinite cosmic light, and our heritage is to return to the source. He specifies that the pathway involves achieving wisdom and being open to the flower of life and its ability to extend our consciousness, a broadcast frequency, if you will. We are instructed to meditate silently and fast as necessary to free ourselves of desires. Then he provides the borderland sleep state formula that Robert Monroe uses to leave his body in an oob, triggered by vibrations. A prayer is suggested for the attainment of wisdom. This is a good idea to manifest your intentions before leaving the body. Also declaring that only benevolent beings are sought helps reduce the fear factor for those trying the oob for the first time. List ye, O man, to the voice of wisdom. Listen to the voice of Thoth the Atlantean. Freely I give to thee of my wisdom, gathered from time and space of this cycle, master of mysteries, son of the morning, living forever, a child of the light, shining with brightness, star of the morning. Thoth, the teacher of men, is of all. Long time ago, I in my childhood lay 'neath the stars on long-buried Atlantis, dreaming of mysteries far above men. Then in my heart grew there a great longing to conquer the pathway that led to the stars. Year after year I sought after wisdom, seeking new knowledge, following the way, until at last my soul, in great travail, broke from its bondage and bounded away. Free was I from the bondage of earthmen, free from the body I flashed through the night. Unlocked at last for me was the star space, free was I from the bondage of night. Now to the end of space sought I wisdom, far beyond knowledge of finite man. Far into space my soul traveled freely, into infinity's circle of light. Strange beyond knowledge were some of the planets, giant and great beyond dreams of men. Yet found I law in all of its beauty, working through and among them as here among men. Flashed forth my soul through infinity's beauty. Far through space I flew with my thoughts. Rested I there on a planet of beauty. Strains of harmony filled all the air. Shapes there were, moving in order, great and majestic as stars in the night. Mounting in harmony, ordered equilibrium, symbols of the cosmic, like unto law. Many the stars I passed in my journey, many the races of men on their worlds, some reaching high as stars of the morning, some falling low in the blackness of night. Each and all of them struggling upward, gaining the heights and plumbing the depths, moving at times in realms of brightness, living through darkness, gaining the light. Know, O man, that light is thine heritage. Know that darkness is only a veil. Sealed in thine heart is brightness eternal, waiting the moment of freedom to conquer, waiting to rend the veil of the night. Some I found who had conquered the ether, free of space were they while they were men. Using the force that is the foundation of all things, far in space constructed they a planet. Drawn by the force that flows through the all, condensing, coalescing the ether into forms that grew as they willed. Outstripping in science they all the races, mighty in wisdom, sons of the stars. Long time I paused, watching their wisdom, saw them create from out of ether cities, gigantic of rose and gold, formed forth from the primal element, base of all matter, the ether far flung. Far in the past they had conquered the ether, freed themselves from the bondage of toil, formed in their mind only a picture, and swiftly created it grew. Forth then my soul sped through the cosmos, seeing ever new things and old, learning that man is truly spaceborn, a son of the sun, a child of the stars. Know ye, O man, whatever form ye inhabit, surely it is one with the stars. Thy bodies are nothing but planets revolving around their central suns. When ye have gained the light of all wisdom, free shall ye be to shine in the ether, one of the suns that light our darkness, one of the spaceborn grown into light. Just as the stars in time lose their brilliance, light passing from them into the great source, so, O man, the soul passes onward, leaving behind the darkness of night. Formed forth ye from the primal ether, filled with the brilliance that flows from the source, bound by the ether, coalesced around, yet ever it flames until at last it is free. Lift up your flame from out of the darkness, fly from the night, and ye shall be free. Traveled I through the space-time, knowing my soul at last was set free, knowing that now might I pursue wisdom, until at last I passed to a plane, hidden from knowledge, known not to wisdom, extension beyond all that we know. Now, O man, when I had this knowing, happy my soul grew, for now I was free. Listen, ye spaceborn, listen to my wisdom. Know ye that ye too will be free? List ye again, O man, to my wisdom, that hearing you too might live and be free. Not of the earth are ye earthly, but child of the infinite cosmic light. Know ye not, O man, of your heritage? Know ye not you are truly the light? Son of the great sun, when ye gain wisdom, truly aware of your kinship with light. Now to ye I give knowledge, freedom to walk in the path I have trod, showing ye truly how by my striving I trod the path that leads to the stars. Hark ye, O man, and know of thy bondage, know how to free thyself from the toils. Out of the darkness shall ye rise upward, one with the light and one with the stars. Follow ye ever the path of wisdom, only by this can ye rise from below. Ever man's destiny leads him onward, into the curves of infinity's all. Know ye, O man, that all space is ordered, only by order are ye one with the all. Order and balance are law of the cosmos, follow and ye shall be one with the all. He who would follow the pathway of wisdom, open must he be to the flower of life, extending his consciousness out of the darkness, flowing through time and space in the all. Deep in the silence first ye must linger, until at last ye are free from desire, free from longing to speak in the silence. Conquer by silence the bondage of words, abstaining from eating until we have conquered desire for food. That is bondage of soul. Then lie ye down in the darkness, close ye your eyes from the rays of the light. Center thy soul force in the place of thine consciousness, shaking it free from the bonds of the night. Place in thy mind, place the image thou desireth. Picture the place thou desireth to see. Vibrate back and forth with thy power. Loosen the soul from out of its night. Fiercely must thou shake with all of thy power, until at last thy soul shall be free. Mighty beyond words is the flame of the cosmic, hanging in planes unknown to man. Mighty and balanced, moving in order, music of harmonies far beyond man. Speaking with music, singing with color, flame from the beginning of eternity's all. Spark of the flame art thou, O my children, burning with color and living with music. List to the voice and thou shalt be free. Consciousness free is fused with the cosmic, one with the order and law of the all. Knew ye not, man, that out of the darkness light shall flame forth, a symbol of all? Pray ye this prayer for attaining of wisdom. Pray for the coming of light to the all. Mighty spirit of light that shines through the cosmos, draw my flame closer in harmony to thee. Lift up my fire from out of the darkness, a magnet of fire that is one with the all. Lift up my soul, thou mighty and potent, child of the light, turn not away. Draw me in power to melt in thy furnace, one with all things and all things in one. Fire of the life strain, and one with the brain. When ye have freed thy soul from its bondage, know that ye the darkness is gone. Ever through space ye may seek wisdom, bound not be fetters forged in the flesh. Onward and upward into the morning. Free flash, O soul, to the realms of the light. Move thou in order, move thou in harmony. Freely shalt move with the children of light. Seek and know ye my key of wisdom. Thus, O man, ye shall surely be free.